Hi everybody, I am back, and I'm back today to do a reading for the new year. So usually we do solstices and equinox readings and the new moon and the full moon, and sometimes I throw in a retrograde or what have you. But today we're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for the new year, because I think we deserve it. That really is what it comes down to. I think we deserve a reading just based upon the new year that we're coming into. So we're leaving a 5-year behind. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of December, 2021. We're getting ready to bring in New Year's Eve and the new year, which is a 6th year, a universal 6th year. As I've been talking about for quite some time now, we're coming into a universal 6th year. That's birthing new things, that's home, that's hearth, that's divine love. That's a much different energy than what we're coming out of with the universal 5-year that we've been in. The universal 5-year is change, 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 great change. So yeah, we're coming into a universal 6th year, which is a much different vibration, and it's birthing new things. So I think we deserve to have ourselves a nice reading to see what it is that our divine guidance, our creator, our source energy, our God, our light beings, our angels, our spirit guides, our entire spiritual team, that which loves us and has our soul's highest and greatest good for intentions, and our physical life here's highest and greatest good for intentions. Let's see what they have to say, to what messages they want us to know, or what information we can glean for the new year. This is a new year reading as we come into that universal 6th year. Now, before I go on, I've made myself a little note here. This is something I'm really bad at, and I am well, no, I don't want to use that word. This is something that I never remember to do. It's not in the forefront of my brain, because the forefront of my brain and what I'm doing is channeling messages for us, and that's really my focus. So I've made a little note so that I can remember to say these things. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit the little subscribe button and then hit the notifications so that you can be notified whenever one of these videos go up. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's do a spread and see what our divine guidance has to say to us today as we come into this new year. I'm really excited about the new year. Oh my goodness. All right, this is a really interesting reading, as they all are, I think. Okay, so let's start with what is driving this reading. So this reading is being driven by the Two of Wands. That's in the background, that's behind us, that's what's driving us, okay? So the Two of Wands, what's behind us is we have felt as though we're skating on thin ice. We have felt as though things are a bit difficult. And yet, if you look, we are trudging on. Okay? So if you look at this card, though it feels like we're on stilts going across the ice, we are in there. We're in it. We're doing it. We are doing it. So that's what's driving this reading. Okay? The fact that we have behind us, we have had some difficulties and we have persevered to continue to move on. So that's really good. That's really good. That's what's driving us. We are being represented by the world. That's really good. So when we're being represented by the world, and that's what we are being represented by right now in this reading, the world, the archetype for the world is you've been through your difficulties, you've learned your lessons, you've gleaned your insight, you have learned to maneuver, you've learned to overcome, you've integrated that information, you're using it for your best guidance to help propel you forward. The world as an archetype is telling us that we have abundance and prosperity and our dreams can come true. Okay? So really, we're being represented by a wonderful card as we come into this new year. Talk about some validation, right? The validation. We have been through it. It's been difficult, but we've persevered. And we are being represented by the world. So that's amazing. That is amazing. All right. So across from us, though, we have the High Priestess. All right. So the High Priestess is very magical. She holds a lot of magic within her. She can sometimes be deceitful. She can. In this reading, she's letting us know that we have these gifts. We have a lot of gifts, okay? Within us. We have gifts. We have talents. We have abilities that we may not be giving ourselves credit for, or we might not be utilizing outwardly or in a public way. But we have amazing gifts and talents. The trouble is we fret, we worry, and this is all made up stuff. So as we fret and as we worry, this is all stuff that we're making up in our head. We're worrying needlessly. We're worrying needlessly. And when you put these two cards together, usually what we're worrying about, what we would be worrying about with these two cards coming together, would be things like, what will people say? What do people think? And let me just say this. It does not matter. It does not matter what anybody says or thinks. When we allow our thoughts to hold us back and not enhance us and enhance our abilities and our talents and our dreams, when we allow our thoughts to do that to us, we are not standing in our power. We're not. And whenever we look whenever we look outside of ourselves for approval or validation, we're going to end up empty. We're going to end up empty because that validation really has to come from within. In fact, anything that fills us up and feeds our soul and mends our heart and helps us be healthy emotionally and mentally and physically, that's all going to come from within, right? We are in control. And when we give away that control by allowing our thoughts to hold us back because we're worried whether we're approved of or not, we have totally stepped outside of our power and we've given it over to somebody else. And that is not living our best life. So our advice is to get out of the head. These are all made up worries. They're not even valid. Okay? Get out of that head and utilize all of our strengths, all of our talents, all of our knowledge, and all of our abilities. Utilize them and get out of the head and start utilizing those things that we have. Because we've got them, we are the world. We are the world. There's no stopping us, okay? What is stopping us? What's in between us is the same thing that's over us, okay? So the thing that stops us from achieving are our thoughts. So in between us, we have these damaging thoughts. If you look, she has blood on her sword. Can you see that? Little droplet of blood. Now, swords are about thoughts, their ego, their words, right? They're also technology, creativity. They're an air sign. They're driven by air. So there are a lot of things, but in this reading, they really are being represented by our thoughts and our words and our ego. We're doing damage to ourselves. We're doing ourselves a huge injustice to be running these negative thoughts through our heads. Step out of it. The universe says we are the world. We are the world, which means we have the ability right now to create anything that we want. And there is magic and good fortune and goodwill behind us, helping to drive us. So we definitely want to start acting as exactly what we are being represented as, which is the world, okay? So let's stop using damaging words and thoughts against ourselves. Let's stop using and making up stories that aren't even true to worry about, okay? Let's go within and really know that we are the world and we are the high priestess. We are magical and we have good fortune behind us right now. Now, pay attention to our feelings above the world. Above the world, we have the cups. So pay attention to your feelings. Don't throw your feelings out. Really analyze them. Those feelings will probably trigger little things within you that are going to allow you to know where to move from here. So don't disregard anything, okay? Just feel. Just allow it and feel. Don't toss things away. Don't toss feelings away. That's part of our magic. Honestly, that's part of our magic is being in touch with our feelings, both emotionally and physically. Because our heart and our feelings and our physical body can indicate a lot of things to us. And if we want to be in tune and in alignment with the universe so that we can work with it to create our best life, then we need to listen to our feelings emotionally and listen to our body's feelings as well. Let's not throw anything out. We want to utilize everything. So above us, again, we're being led behind us. This whole reading is being driven by the fact that we've been through some things, and it has felt, it's felt very chaotic. It's felt scary. It's felt difficult at times, but we have persevered. We have persevered, right? We've gone ahead and we've moved forward in spite of the fact that it feels difficult, or that it has been difficult for some of us. Above that, we're being warned to use our thoughts and our words constructively and in a positive manner. So that we can be that world and that high priestess and create for ourselves. And we're being validated that we have a tremendous amount of strength. And not to forget that we have a tremendous amount of strength. We are strong. We are strong. We persevere. We persevere. So that, I think, is a really good reading. That's a very good reading for as we're coming into this universal 6th year, which is birthing new things. They want us to know, our guides, our creator, our God, our source energy, our angels, our entire spiritual team wants us to know that we are the world. And that we have the ability to create beautiful things for ourselves. We're being validated. We're being validated that it's been a tough journey. We're being asked to be very careful with our words and our thoughts so that we can manifest the best things instead of manifesting things we don't want. We're being validated that we're incredibly strong. We've shown a lot of strength over this last year. We're being told to get out of our heads and not use our thoughts and words for detrimental causes, but to really be careful with our words and our thoughts and speak kindly of ourselves and believe in ourselves and not allow ourselves to get caught up in a story about what we think people might think, but really to focus on what feeds us. So we're going to be birthing new things and we're the world. And, you know, we're really being asked to pay attention to our feelings, both physically and emotionally. We get a lot of, we really get a lot of intuitive hits that way. I will get a physical buzzing when there's something that can benefit me. I will, if I see something that I'm supposed to be integrating, I'll be like, oh, that's a physical reaction. That's one of my indicators that this is for me. Integrate this, or, you know, pay attention, or this can benefit me somehow along the way. Now, remember that when we get those feelings, that's for us to like integrate and stuff away. You never know at what point it will come up that it's useful. Just know that it's useful and keep it, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull some positive affirmations from our Dolphin Mermaid deck because we deserve some positive affirmations. All right, so remember as we come into January, January is the first month. Ones are about leadership. So leadership, stand in your power, be the leader in your life. Use that one energy to really get your juices flowing and stand in your power and do what it is that's right for you, right? We're coming into a universal 6th year. That's birthing new things. That's love. That's divine love. That's home. That's hearth. So those are comforting energies. So let's focus on the beautiful aspects of the energy of the number 6. If you look at a number 6, it's like this. It looks pregnant, right? Almost like a pregnant mama. So birthing new things. What do we want to birth? Stand in your power, be the leader in your own life, really think about what it is that you want to birth for yourself, your family, whatever it is that you want to birth, because we're being told we are the world, which means anything that we start it's a prosperous start, okay? Like, that's luck on our side, basically, is what that's saying. We are the world. So that's a pretty big deal, okay? All right, now let's see what we get for some positive affirmations from the Dolphin Mermaid deck. Protection. I'm going to do 3. Father healing. And tranquility. All right, so we got this before. This is a really, really, really big deal. The universe is screaming at us. You are protected. It's on Screech. We're getting that twice in a row. I think we get that last time, right? You are protected. So that was the first card we pulled for our positive affirmations. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So whatever area you've been worried about, just say a little prayer, give it to God, give it to the universe, let it be absorbed into the white light of the Holy Spirit, release it. Release. And know that you're being protected. Know that you're being protected. And that we live our best lives when we do not walk with fear. Right? Now, the second card that we got was Father Healing. Your personal power increases as you give any Father-related issues to heaven. So really, we're a year into the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age is the most healing sign of the Aquarius is the most healing sign in the zodiac. So the Aquarian age is about healing. It's about releasing. It's about letting go, breaking karmic patterns, right? It's also about technology and creativity and all of these beautiful things, okay? So we're a year into that. We've been a year integrating that new energy into our energetic field. Now, the universe has two energies. We have male and female energies. The masculine energy is giving. The female energy is receiving. When we are holding father-related issues that we haven't released, we haven't healed, we haven't let go of, the universe may not be sending us the rewards, the gifts, the things that we are wanting for our lives, because we're not completely in alignment with that, because we're holding an energy that stops that energy flow from coming. So as we come into the new year, ask the universe, ask God, ask your guides, ask your source energy, ask your angels, ask all of the things that you hold dear, that you believe are here with you, helping guide you on this journey. All those things that love you and have your highest and greatest good for intentions, because only love is welcome, right? Ask them to help you release, whether you have conscious memories and ideas of the pain or trauma or difficulties that you're holding towards your father figure or any other male energy, right? Ask the universe to help you release that and have it be absorbed into the white light of the Holy Spirit where it ceased to exist. And do it often, because often in healing, we pull things back in. We're used to carrying it, so we pull it back in. So do it often. Make it part of your own healing process. Make it part of your daily healing process to release that, okay? And the next thing is tranquility. Make time to relax. Make time to be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Again, you know, self-care, we've been through a lot, and I'll tell you, that self-care, that self-nurturing, we need that in order to manifest. We need that in order to think clearly about even what it is that we want to manifest. We need that in order to be in touch with our intuition. So make time to be tranquil. And don't say you don't have enough time. That's people's biggest issue. I don't have time to do that. Make time. People make time to watch TV. You know, they make time to do all sorts of things that really don't benefit them spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or physically. So if you can make time to do things like that, then you can make time, just make a little time for that tranquility. It's going to go a long way in helping you heal. It'll go a long way in helping you to release, okay? And it will also go a long way in you actually feeling that protection. You'll know it and you'll feel it much more if you self-care. All right, you guys, Happy New Year. I hope that you had a wonderful holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate. And even if you don't celebrate, I hope that you've had a wonderful week. And I will see you again with the new moon reading, which is coming right up. The new moon for the beginning of our universal 6th year, which is coming right up. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification button so that you can be notified when my next video goes up. All right, until then, I will see you next time. Have a very blessed day. Much, much love from me to you.